I was recently at my local food basics. I go grocery shopping weekly, and what I noticed was the produce section was pretty much empty. There was like one tomato, and it was rotten, and that's all.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, all the projections about food shortages that
Mm-hmm.
are coming. This is the reality now. I live in Mississauga, in the GTA of the Greater Toronto area, and yeah, this is a food basics in Mississauga where I was at, where we haven't had fresh produce, in a week. Like I've gone back twice, last week, and no produce yet.
And do you think this is because of the trucker mandates and having less truckers on the road?
Yeah, exactly. So, um, I was looking into this more regarding like what the politicians are saying, and this is a post by Post Millennial.
Hmm.
It says difficult time ahead with food shortages, says Trudeau. No shit. All right, so here's what our prime minister is saying. The prime minister blamed global supply chain issues and the war in Ukraine on what he said would be a difficult time for the country. We've seen disruptions of supply chains around the world, which is resulting in higher prices for consumer democracies like ours, and resulting in significant shortages and projected shortages of food, of energy in places around the world. So,
Is this so? This is
so this
also
I just quoted
yeah,
him
yeah.
basically, and he continues on to say, "This is going to be a difficult time because of
Mm.
the war, because of the recovery from the pandemic." Um, as far as I know, Canada's not at war with anybody, eh?
Not that I know of. I, you know,
I
not that
mean,
I know of.
how many products do we bring in from Russia? I don't remember
I don't
bringing
know,
in
but I
produce from Russia.
I don't know, but I do know they're blaming the inflation and the gas prices on Russia as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that's
but
another thing that we're going to
produce.
get into. But it's like the
Mm,
food shortages, we're not, most of our food comes from the States.
mhm.
Like, especially, like,
Last I checked, I don't think the states are at war with anyone either.
yeah, I don't think so. Maybe,
We
maybe
could be
we
totally
missed,
wrong though.
maybe we missed the memo.
Maybe.
But I mean, how ridiculous is it for the leader of our country to blame a war that's going on in a different part of the world,
Hmm.
that is causing all these shortages when we look back a month ago, or maybe a little bit more, we had just a shit ton of truckers fired due to the mandates.
You know what this reminds me of? Our government blaming overwhelming hospitals on unvaccinated people instead of blaming it on the fact that they're firing a
Yeah,
lot of their staff and their nurses.
yeah. It's like, oh, we're overwhelmed. Why? Oh, because it's too many patients. But they did not. They didn't mention the fact that they just fired a shit
Fired.
ton of
Yeah.
nurses. Yeah, well, it goes the same
Same
thing.
idea.
Same idea. They're going to blame, like, this is the thing. Our politicians do not take responsibility for their actions.
No.
It's like they have caused this. They have caused the shortage, the supply chains to completely crumble around the world, because it was a global response to the pandemic to mandate shit, to fire people out of their jobs, to destroy businesses, and now you have a problem, and they're saying, "Oh, it's because of the war. Oh, it's because of this. It's because of that."
Look, do
That
you have
means they are perfect, right?
yeah.
That means Trudeau, I've done nothing wrong. I'm just an angel, and I did everything correctly. But oh, the circumstances are so terrible, and the world is so unjust, and I'm just trying to do my best, and this is why we're going through such trouble. No, you fucking caused this. Like, the government and the institutions who have implemented these mandates, they are the ones responsible for the food shortages that now I cannot buy produce. I have to go somewhere out of town, or I have to drive further in order to pick and find some tomatoes, for God's sakes. Like, this is ridiculous. And the problem with this is that most people are going to believe it. They're going to say Russia's to blame.